Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have myself a monster because I'm trying to finish watching a terrible movie. And we're going to talk about killing the head vampire. I mean, I'm watching a sci-fi movie where they have to infect the central computer core, which is not a thing. The whole point of a virus is it doesn't have to be transmitted physically. It can go through a internet connection, and this is a movie about things that are getting nuts over an internet connection. So it's dumb. But you know, there's that thing, is that even in one of the Avengers movies, it's like, oh, we blew up the mothership, that means all the bad guys go away. It's like, why would you design a system that way? Well, I mean, if there was a hive mind, there would biologically be a backup, I would assume. But this whole concept of, you know, you kill the head vampire or the, you know, queen bee or whatever. Like, if you actually had a beehive and you killed a queen bee, the hive wouldn't necessarily die. I mean, it could. That's a distinctive possibility. But beehives die for all kinds of reasons. You know, killing the queen, it would have to be a hive that's not doing great to begin with. Otherwise, they would just have a new queen and then that would be it. It's how these things work. And my cat's going nuts. So, I mean, it's a real lazy movie I'm watching. It's like somebody dropped an acid tab and was like, let's make a movie. And then they made their movie, and it stunk. But in the world of stinky movies, I mean, I've seen much stinkier. I mean, there have been some really terrible movies out there. And the problem with that is that even a terrible movie, somebody has poured their heart and soul into it. And there are many great movies where somebody was just a movie maker. They said, this is my current project. That's how the world works sometimes. You're being very cat cliche. This is your butt. Yes. Don't show me that bubble gum. I don't want to see the Cyclops today. Anyway, yes, Nim is showing you her bubble gum. And making a mess. This podium is not very stable. But, you know, it's one of those things. It's what happens in other movies, you know, to make the threat astronomically large, but something that the heroes can handle. Is they have what's called an Achilles heel, which is a point where they can be injured. Only the thing is, the story of Achilles is that he was held by his Achilles tendon while plunged into the river Styx as a child, the river that separates the world of the living and the world of the dead. And this made him invulnerable by all parts of his body that were not submerged. So, they had to poison an arrow and shoot him in the heel. So it's like, yes, but you could kill anyone with a poison arrow to their heel, not just Achilles. So the Achilles heel, the weak spot, really doesn't apply to this. But the term applies, but it's not a perfect analogy. You're going to knock this box over, you know that. Ah, the box is collapsing. Yeah. Anyway, look, I just had one of those moments where I felt bad for unrelated reasons, and I came in here more or less to get my mind off what was bothering me. And the crappy movie just wasn't helping. But I review movies on Random Street Theater, so I'm going to have to go finish watching that crappy movie and then come in here and review it. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard. Danger Ducky says it is now time for you to comment, like, and subscribe and support this channel so we can do things like save the world by removing trash from the ocean, planting trees, and feeding orphans. Danger Ducky approves.